Welcome to our Whirl Bet guide. This video is part of the Craps Academy series by pro craps player and author Bill Collins. First, let's start with the basics. The Whirl Bet is a one-roll bet that combines the numbers 2, 3, 11, and 12. You can find it in the center of the craps table, usually labeled with the word horn or horn high. As you can see, the Whirl Bet is divided into 4 sections, each representing one of the 4 numbers. Whirl bets in craps are usually made in $4 increments, with 1 out of each $4 bet allocated for each number. To make a Whirl bet, simply place your chips in the Whirl Bet section on the table. Placing it online is usually as simple as clicking on the appropriate section of the table or selecting the bet from a list of available options. After you place the bet, if a Whirl number rolls on the next dice roll, you win your bet. If not, you lose, and you'll need to place your bet again if you want a Whirl bet on your roll after that. Now, let's talk about the payouts. If the shooter rolls a 2 or a 12, you will win 30 times your bet. If the shooter rolls a 3 or an 11, you will win 15 times your bet. When placing the bet on all the 4 numbers, you can win one portion of the craps Whirl bet, but lose the other 3 parts of the bet. Your losing part of the bet will be subtracted from your winnings on the number that won, and you will be paid the difference. However, it's important to note that the house has a higher advantage on the Whirl bet than on other bets in craps. The house edge on the Whirl bet is around 12.5%. There are some variations of the bet that you can try out to increase your chances of winning. For example, the Whirl high bet, where you place an extra amount on one of the numbers to make it higher than the others. This increases your payout if that number comes up. If you were to toss a $5 chip in for a Whirl bet in craps, you would indicate where you want the extra $5 to go by saying Whirl high 2, Whirl high 3, Whirl high yo, or Whirl high 12. Finally, there's the Whirl or Whirl Bet. This is a combination of the Whirl and the any 7 bets. It covers the numbers 2, 3, 7, 11, and 12, and pays out differently depending on which number is rolled. In the scenario, the any 7 bet serves as a hedge bet for the Whirl. If a 7 rolls with a $5 Whirl bet, you win $4 on the any 7 portion of your bet, while losing $4 on your Whirl bet. So you end up breaking even instead of losing your Whirl bet portion entirely. Here are Bill's recommendations. As a professional, I want you to keep something in mind. The Whirl bet is a high-risk bet with a high house advantage. However, for new players or those who play for fun, it may be worth giving this bet a try. Some players are content to play craps purely for the entertainment and the team spirit. They view any losses as the cost of that entertainment. If that sounds like you, then trying the Whirl or Whirl bet may be a fun way to mix things up and learn more about the game. Just remember to enjoy the game responsibly and within your limits. And that's all there is to know about the Whirl bet in craps. Remember, it's a high-risk bet with a high house advantage, but with the right variations, it can be a fun and exciting way to spice up your craps game. Good luck and happy rolling!